Hi, good morning. Our team is made of Jimena Reyes, Carla González, Ana Paula Rangel, Juan Carlos González, and me, Jorge Garcia. Today we're going to talk about the manufacture of atomic bombs. What is an atomic bomb? An atomic bomb is a device that obtains an enormous amount of energy from nuclear reactions. Its operation is based on triggering and uncontrolled chain reactions. The atomic bomb also doesn't have a singular author, but is the result of diverse series of effort and research occurring within the framework of the Second World War in 1939 to 1945. Two theoretical physicists, Albert Einstein and Robert Oppenheimer, are often named as its intellectual authors. Albert Einstein laid the theoretical foundation of what later led to the atomic bomb with his theory of special relativity, published in 1905, known by this formula: E equals m dot c2. That means energy equals mass times the speed of the light squared.
Later in the 20th century, in Nazi Germany, different physicists cultivated their knowledge of atomic nuclei, such as the physicist Niels Bohr, who theoretically devised nuclear fission, Otto Hahn and Lise Meitner, who developed bombardment of atomic nuclei with neutrons. But many of these scientists fled their country as they were used by dissent. Therefore, the knowledge reached the United States, where other scientists such as Enrico Fermi, Richard Feynman, John von Neumann, and Robert Oppenheimer, one of the most privileged scientific minds in the United States. This last one was in charge of the Manhattan Project, the American attempt to develop an atomic bomb before the Nazis. The first atomic bomb was dropped by the United States during the Second World War, and it is the only country to have used it, in 1945 against the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
There are two ways to make an atomic bomb: using enriched uranium or plutonium, which is made by burning uranium. Natural uranium consists of two types of isotopes: uranium-235 to the 99.3% of concentration and uranium-235 to the 0.7% of concentration. But only the uranium-235 can be used as nuclear fuel. To obtain the fuel needed to make a nuclear weapon, the uranium must be enriched, so the proportion of the uranium-235 must be increased. First, the ore is crushed and alkaline solution are used to extract uranium. After drying, solid uranium concentrate called yellow cake is obtained, which, when it's highly heated, passes into a gaseous state and can then be enriched.
Uranium enrichment refers to the operation of separating heavier uranium-238 from lighter uranium-235 using centrifuges. Thousands of centrifuges are needed to obtain a significant volume of enriched uranium. Once enriched, the uranium can be used in different ways, depending on the level of U-235 concentration. Slightly enriched uranium is used as fuel in nuclear power plants to produce electricity. At a high grade, it can be used to make an atomic bomb, military grade, provided there is a sufficient quantity to trigger a reaction that would cause a nuclear explosion.
An atomic bomb requires 25 kilograms of enriched uranium or 8 kilograms of plutonium. The atomic bomb works by means of a chain reaction. It involves breaking the nucleus of an atom by sending the neutrons into the nucleus, so that this phenomenon repeats itself by a factor of 2 each time. This exponential growth requires enormous energy, very strong heat and explosion, and emits radiation. This process is known as fission. In detail, by means of an explosive charge, a block of uranium-235 is thrown against another block of uranium-235. The atoms break apart on impact, causing the chain reaction and the explosion of a bomb. Another possible configuration is placing explosives around a plutonium ball and setting them off at the same time. Under this pressure, the atoms will break apart. The process of manufacturing atomic bombs is not very laborious. It is carried out through processes that do not involve many materials. However, the materials are expensive, and its procedure must be with extreme care, as it is a weapon of a mass destruction. That's all from us. Thank you very much.